Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Professor David J. De Los Reyes. What I will be discussing this morning will be an important concept on the operation of digital circuits. What I did is I assembled the 3.3 volt power supply of my assembled minute FM receiver. This is digital. Originally, uh, I haven't placed a bypass capacitor to the output going to the FM receiver, and there are lots of noise, and this FM receiver doesn't want to operate. Okay, I place a 10 nanofarad on the plus and minus terminal going to the FM receiver, and I was able to eliminate the noise because if there is noise for digital circuits, it's either that they won't operate or the operation will be noisy. But after installing this 10 nanofarad between the plus and minus going to the FM receiver, I was able to operate this FM receiver which I assembled because I always consume the 3 volt battery for not so long, so I better yet I said I must have to uh, assemble a 3.3 volt regulator for it to operate. So when I will be hearing some musical thing or audio voice on FM stations, okay, I will not be bothered by the low voltage of the battery. So right now, I got an adapter here. The output of this one is 12 volts. And for this 3.3 volt regulator, the input coming from this adapter is actually terminal number 3, the white one. The middle one is the output, and the number 1 terminal is the ground. So for both the adapter and the FM receiver, the ground will be common. So this is connected to this terminal here. And like what I said, to eliminate the noise for the FM receiver to operate correctly, because if it's noisy, I have noticed that the FM receiver doesn't want to operate. Okay, we'll try this one now. I will plug in this one because the power supply of this minute FM receiver which I assembled will now be this one. And it's a voltage regulator, 3.3 volts. And I place a bypass capacitor going to the plus and minus that goes into the FM receiver. So I will plug in this one now. Okay. The output of the FM receiver goes to my what do you call this Wi-Fi speaker. It's on now. This is the power supply of the Wi-Fi speaker. So whatever output of this minute FM receiver, it will go to this Wi-Fi speaker here. So this is now plugged in. The LED of the adapter which I use to power up the 3.3 volt regulator is on, meaning to say if we try to measure the voltage across this, it will be 3.3. 3.3, actually the voltage requirement of this one is 3 volts, but 3.3 will be fine. The only thing is that if there are lots of noise on the lines, this digital FM receiver will not operate. Okay, so this is now plugged in. Okay, I will try to push on this one. Okay, so we are having now a reception. You could hear it. I will try to increase the volume of my Wi-Fi speaker. Okay, so we are hearing a sound. So if I will try to push this channel up, it's working. No noise. It's very clear. It's very clear. Okay? So, the concept I am discussing tonight is for this digital FM receiver to operate correctly, we must have to place a bypass capacitor between the plus and minus that goes in with the power supply of the FM receiver. I will try to toggle this one.
About connectivity.
So it's working.
Right now we have stretches of really
It's working.
excellent bike
And the
infrastructure.
sound is very clear. You cannot hear any buzzing sound.
Place where that bike
So,
path goes into,
the main concept, what I am discussing tonight,
as well. So we're
is actually for digital, what they call this, receivers or circuitry. We need a bypass capacitor on the plus and minus terminal going to the power supply of any digital receiver. Okay, I will try to put on the volume again.
Let's check the freeway.
So it's very clear.
There's a large project in Irvine.
It's very clear.
Taking up lanes on the
So this FM receiver is very small. The audio output of this one is fed to my Wi-Fi speaker, so it looks nice. The good thing about this one is that
the 405 great from
the audio should be clear for us to appreciate, okay, the receiver that was assembled by me. Okay, I will try to put on the volume again. It's working.
All lanes had been
So for those of you who are planning to operate a digital circuitry, just be sure to place a bypass capacitor on the power supply to avoid noise and for the receiver to operate correctly.
traffic break to get the crash
Okay.
out of the lanes on that side. There is construction in Pomona. The 71 northbound
Okay.
completely closed for road
It's
work.
working good.
The 60. it
So in
reopens
here,
Mission
I got
Boulevard.
no more
You can head west
any
to the
problem
60
with the battery
57
because I got an
instead.
adapter
SoCal's only reliable
which
traffic
power
reports
up
every
this
10 minutes on the
3.3
5.
voltage
We provide auto
regulator,
center, 24-hour
and
traffic
to
center.
eliminate the noise, I place a bypass capacitor going to the power supply of the FM receiver. Okay, good evening from Los Angeles. This is Professor David J. De Los Reyes.